research, all research in science, especially clinical science, when they say clinically proven, you hear that on television and all that stuff, all research has to have better than a 30% effect, because 30% is known as placebo. 30% of people will get better no matter what you give them, just by it's that pat in the back, it's telling them that what it is. That's a pretty hefty number. But in other words, when they say that this was found to be significantly better than this, what they mean is it had to have statistical significance above 30%. So that's a big number. That's what placebo means. And in the old days, it was called the sugar pill. You know, they gave two groups: one people the real pill, the pharmaceutical, the other one the sugar pill. And they found that 30% of the people were getting better with the sugar pill. Well, the way it works is this: healing is innate. It is the nature of nature. For example, you pull an apple from the tree, next year you have 2 apples. You pull the weeds up from the garden, you turn around, they're back. You slice your hand, it heals. That's the nature of nature, to regenerate, rejuvenate, and procreate. That's the nature of nature. That's what it will do. So, the only thing that blocks it are impediments. For example, what blocks water from running downhill is a dam. You remove the dam and it'll flow. Since we are psychological, spiritual, and physical, we have 3 parts to us, the mind can often block us. And our body listens to us. There was an experiment in psychology where they showed people these metal rods in hot fires, and they were glowing hot. They blindfolded them and picked up the rods, put an ice cube on their hands, and their hands went shh. They shriveled up as if they had burned. They hadn't burned. So the mind, it's very, very powerful. It's the 4th pillar to our program. Number 1, we teach you to stop making cancer. Number 2, we target it, eliminate it without harming you. Number 3, we get the immune system back up and working. You got to bring in number 4. Number 4 is you got to know you're going to make it. Now, how do you know you're going to make it? Today you're cutting an apple and you slice your finger. You don't believe it's going to heal. You know it's going to heal. Okay? You only can believe in something that's not true. You can believe in Santa Claus, you can believe in tooth fairies. You don't believe in rocks, and you don't believe in trees. You either know about rocks and trees, or you don't. Okay? So, and the same way you know that that hand is going to heal, you need to know you're going to heal. So anyway, I think what happens is when the mind knows that, it becomes a lens to focus the power of the spirit. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know if there are other words. It's definitely not science. You know, you can't fragment it and break it down to molecules. You know, although everything that happens in the physical world occurs molecularly. But what's driving them? We don't know. We don't know what's driving molecular function and enzymes. They're being driven, 100 trillion cells here are functioning as a whole. I mean, that's miraculous, to say the least, you know.